Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Tool Shop, and today, actually I'm going to be starting, I have a new little attempt for myself, and that is to start doing more daily uploads, or more recent anyways. So I'm going to be starting to do a little bit more vlogging as opposed to project-based videos. Recent project has been this tire hammer I'm making for my blacksmithing. This has been taking me a lot to try and get done, taking up a lot of my time recently, as well as getting some new tools hooked up, for example TIG welding. Because I've been spending a lot of time doing all that stuff kind of in general, I'd love to take you guys along for the journey and show you just kind of my, even week by week, something like that. So I just got the forge lit. I have some pair of tongs that I've been working on. After I get that done, I want to see if I have time. Since Halloween's right around the corner, I would love to try and show you guys a little Halloween project. I got the idea from Black Bear Forge. Make sure to go check him out. I'm gonna see if I can recreate a little spooky Halloween figurine. Let's set you guys up and see how much we can get done tonight. So I just realized I'm about to go fix up these pair of tongs that I actually don't have a little bending jig. I have a little bending jig I set in my vise. I'm not really a huge fan of it. I want to have one at the anvil, so I'm actually going to go bend up a piece of 1/2 inch round mild steel, weld it onto a 3/4 inch shank, and then see what else we can get done with that. This is the little bending fork I just made up. I just stuck it in the forge, forged this out, cut it off with an angle grinder, and then went through and TIG welded it and wire brushed it quickly. And these actually turned out pretty well, I'd say. I mean, I've been TIG welding for about the past week, practicing about an hour every night. Let's go put this to actual use. While I had the propane forge going, I had this 4140 punch that I forged out into a little hot cut tool out of some 5/8 rounds, and I actually just went ahead and heat treated that as well, heated it up to a nice dull orange, and then quenched it in some motor oil. 4140 is an oil hardening steel, not a water hardening steel from what I've researched, so I just went ahead with that. Eventually it will lose its temper because it is being used for hot work, but that's another problem for another day. Right now I have a piece of 1-inch square 4140 in the forge right now, and I want to forge a new hot cut hardie. This is a Ryan Brazil style. The side, so I want to make a new one of these out of 4140, which is what I have heating up in the forge right now. And I promised you guys some little Halloween creatures, so I'm gonna go get some 3/16 1.5 steel that I have laying around somewhere and just see what I come up with. So let's start that. And what I've gone ahead and done is I've turned it into a leaf. Now this is going to be my little Halloween guy. Like I said, I'm just playing around with this right now, but believe it or not, this will be my Halloween guy, and I will show you right now how. So what my plan is using the taper on each end, I'm going to slice part of the middle on both ends to make not only the legs down there, but also 2 little horns up at the top. Then what I will do is I will set in these little jawline, I guess you could say, and then I will be splitting off some arms as well as hopefully punching through or drilling the eyes and mouth. So. This was everything I got done in the past 2 or 3 hours. I got these 2 little hardie tools made for my main anvil with 3/4 inch mild steel shanks, 3/4 inch, 1/2 inch bar that I forged out earlier and TIG welded on, getting me some more experience on my TIG welder, as well as this 4140 5/8 round welded onto a shank to hopefully start doing some hammers and stuff like that. I managed to heat treat this 4140 hot cut chisel I made previously, heated it up, let it sit there for a while, get the stresses out, and quenched it. I also forged out this 4140 hot cut hardie tool, which I'm very much looking forward to using to replace my old mild steel one, which would get stuck in the hole, lost its edge really quick, and the edges just kind of got banged up a lot because it got stuck. Hoping to avoid that problem with this one, but only time will tell. As well as the first thing I did earlier tonight was I got these pair of tongs, the bolt jaw 1-inch square V-bit tongs, forged out finally, got all the shaping done, the jaws formed into decent V's, good enough that it will hold the 1-inch bar without a doubt, and the reins slightly tapered in. Just for personal preference. I've still been playing around with kind of what style of tongs I like. Personally, I like the bolt jaw tongs the best in terms of the use and what I can do with them if I need to. I haven't really been getting into any offsets or anything like that, just trying to stick with simple ones, learning the skills, getting the basics down first. And in terms of our little Halloween guy, you'll have to stay tuned for next video that I put out, which I will hopefully have this guy being finished in it. I got all the main parts separated and cut out. The neck I'd like to reform a little bit more, but next video I will be taking the horns, rounding them over, pulling them out more, drawing the legs out as well. I'll try and get the arms out, I'm not sure, we'll have to see. But then I will be adding little face decals in him, putting right through as well. So hopefully it'll give some cool, interesting looks, getting ready for Halloween with a little tea light in front of him. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. I will be hopefully posting more content, doing more kind of vlogs, whereas what I'm doing in the shop, not necessarily project-based, just because doing projects for me, the main projects I'm doing are really big, and I'm not really sure, I haven't really been filming much for it. It's been a lot, but yeah, so hopefully getting more videos out, so stay tuned for that. Make sure to drop a like, comment down in the comment section down below as to what you thought, if there's any projects you'd like to see in the future. Other than that, have a good day, guys. We'll see you in the next one. You guys know one thing that really helped me out? Is if you make sure to go down and smash that subscribe button, and stay tuned for the next one. Next one, we'll be finishing the Halloween monster.